It's the beginning of the week, and you know what that means. Just like death, taxes, and the bills that are coming in the mail, we are back with another wonderful episode of the Guitar PRS Podcast, your weekly music news, guitar gear, official Whopper Club show. And guess what, babes? It's episode 70. As always, we have a raucous crowd in here. Guitar PRS Podcast coming at you live from the foothills of the Ozark Mountains. We're going to let a little cat out of the bag just because I think we should. And we're not going to go into it too deep because we got a whole segment on it. But I think it needs to be said. Jim is now the guy with the PRS.
Yeah. Hollow Madness, baby.
Hollow Madness here all month long on the Guitar PRS Podcast, episode 70. Dirty Laundry. We'll talk a little more about this. Did you hear about the new Mean Beard release?
I did not.
Oh, baby, get ready. It's going to be a lot of loving for the new whip. New form of whip coming out from Mean Beard drops August 1st. We'll discuss that in Mean Beard of the week. Dirty Laundry. Besides new purchases, babies coming tomorrow, episode 70. What else do we got? Do you think?
Well, R.I.P. to the late, great Bill Russell, if you're a basketball fan.
Nothing wrong with that for sure.
And other than that, 5 weeks till Razorback football, baby.
Yep. Summertime is trying to wind down.
I'm done.
If you guys are oppressed by the heat wherever you are located, let us know. Hit us up on the Instagram and Facebook. Socials, comment down below, whatever you need to do, leave us a review. Let us know how oppressed by the heat you are and what we can do to make it better.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Poor Chad Gray. You see him fall off the stage with Mudvayne?
No, I did not.
He fell off the stage.
No.
The poor guy.
Guys are falling left and right, man.
Yeah, he fell off the stage. And
damn.
He's alright. He said it hurt. It was horrific, the fall. Hurt.
Well, I imagine.
But
I imagine it's more pride hurting.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Your big old balls got to be nice and small after that.
You know what's funny, though, is I seen Justin Moore, if you're a country fan, I seen him twice. He fell off the stage both times that I've seen him.
I've played a lot of shows. Not saying
Hammered
a
drunk.
lot. Not saying a lot. Yes, I might have fallen down once, but I don't think I've fallen off the stage. Best thing I'll ever seen, the drummer at the time. I won't name any names. Playing a show, glass building. You know that big hotel over there.
Windjammer?
Yeah, the Windjammer, like they called it. Drummer's stool snapped and he fell into the pane of glass. It finally gave out. The stem of the stool snapped. He fell back into the glass. The glass literally shakes like you'd shake a cookie sheet. And I was like thinking, oh God, here we go. Nothing happened. So,
Man.
anyway, he busted his ass pretty good.
Memories.
Exactly. But guys, that's a little dirty laundry for episode 70. Guitar PRS Podcast. Wow, I can't believe it, episode 70. Just the other day, it's been a year since we talked to Rudy.
Right? Yeah.
I need to just send him a message or something. Maybe one day when the summer touring calms down, we can have him back for half an hour. I know the man's busy. Man does a lot.
It'd be another early day show.
It'd be another early day show for us, but no problems here. We'll do it early, late, middle of the day, snow, rain, baby's on the way. It doesn't matter. We're here for you, Guitar PRS Podcast. Every week. Get us wherever your podcasts are found. But guys, last week we discussed changing up some stuff about the show. And boy, do I have a change today.
Oh boy.
Because we were talking about arrests and kind of categorizing musician arrests, because sometimes it's not going to happen on that day. It's just not.
And lately we've been that's what we've been looking for.
That's what we've been looking for, so we're changing it up. This day in music, if we don't have anything worth the darn, we'll go back to the old thing. But I think we can line some stuff out. Here we go. I don't know what we can call this, though.
Getting canned?
There you go. Okay. Right now, working title, Getting Canned. Getting Canned. news segment here on the Guitar Brothers Podcast. This was published 28 days ago, but it all goes together. The Rolling Stones' Redlands bust. Mick Jagger's day in prison. It ended with an impossible satirized TV interview. Seismic culture shift. Watch Mick Jagger try and explain the counterculture editor of the Times, a lord, a bishop, and a Jewish priest. It was on that day a faintly bemused Mick Jagger, the voice, face, and indeed the lips of the Rolling Stones, found himself brought before a panel of the great and the good, challenged to defend and explain permissive society amid fears that generation of young people were being led by his Pied Piper of pop and his disreputable friends into the drug-addicted bowels of hell. Basically, this is an article from Louder Sound. Jagger had been released from prison on this day, July 31st, 1967. Having seen what was initially a 3-month sentence for possession of amphetamines suddenly quashed. Excuse me, he'd only spent one night in Brixton Prison in the end, a result of an infamous drug bust at Keith Richards' homes at Redlands, Sussex. In February of 1967, two of the Rolling Stones members, Mick Jagger and guitarist Keith Richards, were arrested at Richards' homes in Sussex for drug possession. The raid had been preceded by a major campaign by the tabloid newspaper News of the World, which Jagger was sued for the libel at the time, which carried lurid stories regarding Jagger and his girlfriend. Although convicted and having spent a night in prison, a publicity campaign by their colleagues in the music industry encouraged popular support and criticism of the decision to prosecute them. So basically, the Redlands bust come to a head at the end of July in 1967. You know how court things work and how stuff happens.
I've been clamoring for a Mick Jagger arrest for a long time too.
Well, he technically didn't get arrested on this day, but he got released from prison.
We'll take it.
I think it's a nice 1A.
Yeah.
Keith Richards got released from prison, and technically 24 hours prior, they were, arrested. So,
and the best part though is through the history of this day in music, we probably read Mick Jagger in arrest and Keith Richards in arrest probably 20 times.
Keith Richards purchased the Redlands estate in '66 for £20,000 and moved in with a rat bag, his dog. The house was a large thatched cottage, parts which dated from the 13th century and was rumored to once have been visited by M.B.O.W. It had been in a Grade 2 listed building since '58. So basically they were in some shack in the hills in England doing a bunch of drugs. It sounds like Marion County, Arkansas.
He ain't lying.
But that's pretty much what had happened. We can go into more and more about it. I mean, there's a whole bunch. But Rolling Stones' Redlands bust goes down into July. The arrests happen. They get released from prison July 31st, 1967. A 3-month sentence squashed to a day. Basically, probably 18 hours. Oh, to be famous.
Right?
But hey, knocking it out of the park. That's our first only arrest for the new segment. Getting canned. As always, this show is brought to you by Analog Pedals. Head over to analogpedals.com. Straight out of Kentucky for the Kentucky guitar superstars. Jeff Bolin will make you whatever you need. Clones, Ibanez clones, excess drives, Booz Mojo box, the Thunderbird, whatever you need. See your flat lightning pedal. Jeff can do it. Hit him up, Analog Pedals, analogpedals.com. Put your order in today. Tell him the pirate sent you. And he just might treat you a little better than the next guy. Who knows? Shout out to Jeff. We love you, buddy. Keep on keeping on. As always, we're not changing this one up, so just soak this one in.
And welcome to Jim's Metal Minute. This is going to be a Hollow Madness Jim's Metal Minute. Might as well.
Halloween in August.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! One of my favorite times of the year. So, you always have that misconception about are hollow bodies good for metal? Can it work? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, firsthand. I have a hollow body, but it doesn't have the F holes in it. So I mean, and it's got active pickups, that Starcaster, and it does metal very well. But that's what it's made for. So now I finally have a true. I have a semi-hollow.
Yeah, you have a semi. These are little semi.
And I'm going to tell you this much: the resonation. Oh man!
Mm-hmm.
So yes, hollow bodies can metal very well. I think it gets a little bit more. They
do.
It gets a little bit more sustained, especially if you hit that feedback at the right angle. Oh man!
My whole thing is I've been playing semi-hollows for a while now. I have 2 of them. I swear by them. When you feel that air come out of that F hole, it's like a drug.
Oh, dude.
It's something different.
Fantastic.
Because the whole guitar is like vibrating in this, and it just like, it's like, poof, poof, and it's pushing it out of that F hole, and it's like, damn, I didn't know this could happen.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Especially when you're rolling really heavy distortion.
Or just some good fuzz, any kind of good thick gain. It doesn't have to be super heavy like it to make it happen.
No.
Let it hit, and it's
But
you're right.
They work very well for metal, and I might have got bit by the bug of the semi-hollows.
I called this.
The semi-hollows are, which we're going to talk about
Talk more about that.
About my purchase later, but shout out to PRS, man.
And I'll say this, even just not PRS, if the PRS isn't your thing, because some people are that, just don't underestimate a semi-hollow guitar.
Ibanez makes great. Actually, I did have an Ibanez
with a good F hole on it.
Yep.
Like, don't underestimate it, because there's some good stuff there.
Oh yeah.
If you're missing the tones, like in your head, and you need a little bit more bass, but some clarity, good chime in your guitar, some reverberation. Yeah, semi-hollow's way to go.
Great for clean tones too.
Yes.
Great. But now I'm thinking about it, I did have an Ibanez with the 2 F holes, which is kind of like the Paul Gilbert model, but it was the much cheaper Paul Gilbert model. But I'm gonna have to say, like, I was skeptical at first. Like, I knew it was a good rock guitar and blues and like everything else.
Yeah.
But as far as straight up metal.
Yeah, what Jim likes to do, really down tune, really aggressive chug stuff.
Which I got to get 9 to 42s. You really can't get down.
It's hard to get down.
I mean, I'm in C sharp.
It's hard to get down with the wet spaghetti noodle.
Oh yeah, especially in C sharp, it's too thin. It doesn't have the ball. It's too flappy.
Yeah, there's not enough.
So it likes to hit the frets a little bit.
Not enough gusto in that thing.
But just in straight up standard D, great. So I'm shout out to semi-hollows. If you are on the fence about and you play metal or hard rock and you're not sure how a semi-hollow will work, trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Yep.
That's all.
True, because I like to play a lot of fuzz with mine and a lot of wah-wah and tremolo and stuff, and it only helps you. Like, the feedback is your friend. Whatever little bit it gives you or whatever extra it gives you, like, it is your friend.
Yeah.
Like, just learn how to play with it.
And learn where to stand, because there are some some semi-hollows, the feedback is atrocious if you don't know how to
especially if you get it in the right spot and you got single coils too.
Yeah.
Because if like a ground plug's off on something or something's weird, it'll just 60 cycle hum will bite you. Yeah. Ryan Burke will pop out of the thing and say, hey, what's up?
Kind of like John Madden did in the old Madden games. Boom! But shout out to PRS.
Here's
semi-hollows.
a good ending for this. Will Jim remain the PRS guy?
Ooh.
Will Josh ever jump ship and get a PRS? Find out next week.
Yeah. Josh's little
Just
moment.
a little moment. Guys, let's jump into some news. Metallica rocks out with Stranger Things actor Joseph Quinn backstage at Lollapalooza. I don't know if you guys have watched this video, but the guy who does the Eddie Munson thing for Stranger Things, Metallica's really into the show, I guess. James Hetfield watches with the kids, so basically the dude who did the whole thing, Master of Puppets, they did a Master of Puppets deal, and him playing the guitar basically like beat some monster. It was pretty cool for what it was. I don't watch the show, but I heard about it. This guy jammed with them backstage, played pretty decent, and then they signed the guitar.
Dude, you know what's driving me nuts? Metallica sold $125 million, albums to date. How many more albums are they gonna sell because of Stranger Things?
Dude, they're gonna be. It's gonna be backwards. It's gonna be like, oh, you're wearing Metallica shirt. People are gonna be like, you watch Stranger Things.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be
yeah.
completely backwards now.
These guys are gonna get so famous with Stranger Things.
Like this new band called Metallica. Just
have you heard them?
you heard they were on Stranger Things?
That's
I've never
great.
heard of this band.
They're the heaviest band I've ever heard.
Oh my.
I mean, Master of Puppets.
You got everybody who's like 25 and above, like
SMH, man.
yeah, or anybody with an older brother just going, or sister.
It's kind of like a few years ago whenever Post Malone did a song with Ozzy Osbourne, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's great that Post Malone's doing the song with this old dude. He's gonna really put him on the map." Like,
Y'all don't even know.
I hate the youth.
Guys, moving on. Here's one. I don't know how you want to feel about this. Video appears to show Motley Crue using backing track for drums.
Ooh.
Footage from Motley Crue shown in Kansas City, Missouri on July 19th to show the band utilizing a backing track for drums is evidenced by a miscount in To Looks That Kill as Tommy Lee scrambles to sit behind his kit in time. After the first few dates of the stadium tour playing anywhere from a couple of handful of songs due to recently sustained broken ribs, Lee has powering through the injury, performing the full Motley Crue set each night since June 28th. The use of pre-recorded audio tracks either as segues between songs or backing support for a live band is not entirely uncommon practice in rock and metal concert performances. It has, however, left fans quite divided on the issue in regards of what capacity these backing tracks are being used. In the fan-filmed video clip below, pre-recorded audio of a light droning noise blares through the PA system between the live wire and Looks to Kill. As this is happening, Lee's presumed drum tech is seen making adjustments to the kit before Lee quickly scrambles to overtake a spot and gets seated for the beginning of the next track. With no drumsticks in his hand, a cymbal count is heard, and Lee makes his first drum strikes as the song fully begins with other instrumentation. The video does not appear to offer any indication that the audio video is out of sync, as Vince Neil lip movements are in time with the audio.
It could just be they had that interlude to count in. Doesn't mean he's not playing the whole song. Because
I think people might be picking this apart a little bit.
If it's how many concerts? If you've been to 20 or more concerts, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I think this is just the count-in for everybody. Like, hey, this interlude drony thing is over.
Yeah.
Get your ass ready.
Especially,
You know what I mean?
And regardless, even if he is playing a drum, I don't care anymore.
I think it was just a count-in for him.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Like an alert. Like, get ready. You got this.
It's like if you think Tommy Lee still can't play the drums, you're sorely mistaken.
Fucking crazy.
He's insane.
He's insane. Underrated, I think.
And it's like the only one that we know for sure is not doing anything, backing anything, is Mick Mars and Nikki Sixx. 100%.
Those two.
And Vince Neil 100% is not using backing vocals at all. It's
Summer, I'm a hot
Yeah.
dog.
oh yeah, keys down my hand, dog.
Let us know what you think about this possible Milli Vanilli drum movement
Right.
for Motley Crue.
It's so funny you just said that to me. I just seen a meme on Facebook, and somebody else might have seen it. It said Milli Vanilli, and it just has them looking in the blank stares, like Milli Vanilli staring at TikTokers making millions lip syncing.
I've seen that. It's like, jeez.
Well, Rob from Milli Vanilli is no longer with us, so he committed suicide. But if you didn't know that, and if you don't know who Milli Vanilli is, you should go take a look back, because the backup singers that were singing for them should have still got that Grammy, because they were kick-ass.
Guys, moving down the line, Guitar World. Orianthi announces new album Rock Candy and drops riff-loaded single Light It Up. An 11-track LP arrives October 14th, but you can enjoy Light It Up's high-gain fretboard pyro on guitarworld.com. Equipped with a purple PRS.
Yeah, private stock, $14,000 to $15,000 PRS.
Rock Candy will serve as a follow-up to 2020's O, which at the time was the PRS player's first new studio album in 7 years. Rock Candy track list: Eliminate Part 1, Light It Up, Fire Together, Where Did Your Heart Go, Red Light, Void, Burning, Living Is Like Dying Without You, Witches and the Devil, Getting to Me, Eliminate Part 2. Rock Candy is available for pre-order now. Head over to guitarworld.com and follow the links. Get you new Orianthi album. Awesome that we're seeing more guitar albums again. Bring it on.
I think Nita Strauss has one too coming out.
Kerry King, new band is crushing and on par with Slayer. First music from Kerry King's new band sounds crushing and is on par with Slayer, quote, according to American radio DJ who got an early preview of the project. Nikki Black, who pioneered San Francisco Bay Area's rock radio station 107.7 The Bone, heard most of the songs that will appear on the debut album from King's new group while visiting Kerry and his wife Aisha at their home in New York City earlier this week. On Friday, July 29th, Nikki took to her Facebook page to share a photo of her with the couple. She included the following message: I heard the new Kerry King songs last night and they are crushing. The world hasn't been the same without Slayer, but now I'm looking forward to 2023. And yes, I know who's in the band, but no, I won't tell you. When pressed for more details about the music by some of her Facebook followers, Nikki added in the comments, "It sounds killer, I loved all of it, not a clunker in the bunch. I think I heard 8 or 9 songs."
It's driving me nuts. I want to know who the damn singer is. I don't care who the bassist is.
What's the band's name? Do we know? I'm trying to figure it out. Doesn't say.
I think they're waiting until everything's done.
Everything's done, I bet.
It should just be called Layer. Take the S out of Slayer. Layer.
Screams Cousin Holler.
Yeah.
That one gets me every time.
I am pumped for this though, because hopefully Kerry King's gonna put everybody to shut up that says you can't play the guitar. Like, are you
Hell,
literally stupid?
He's about to dump one on us and let us all know.
Yes, Hanneman made some amazing riffs.
Kerry can do it too.
Kerry can do it too. Yes, he can. I like how people that aren't musicians and have never toured the world or influenced millions of people to play say that somebody can't play the guitar.
Another Metallica post here. Metallica's Kirk Hammett hosts the original Monster Kids panel at Midsummer Scream. Kirk Hammett moderated the original Monster Kids panel at Midsummer Scream, the world's largest Halloween horror convention, which made its return to the Long Beach Convention Center in Long Beach, California. The 90-minute panel took place Saturday, July 30th. It featured family members of some of the most iconic monsters in cinematic history. It included Sarah Karloff, Ron Chaney, and Lynn Lugosi Sparks. All of them shared personal family stories, photos, and perhaps a movie or two. Hammett is a longtime friend of Karloff, Lugosi, Chaney, and Price families. These guys are all do like iconic monster movies from like back in the day. Obviously, Kirk is in love with that stuff.
Yep.
Kirk's involvement with Midsummer Scream was first announced in April. Executive producer said, "We couldn't be more excited about bringing this panel to the community. Through the years, we have hosted some pretty spectacular moments on our stage. Having these kids and grandkids of such important horror and pop culture icons is not only a thrill, but also important and very special look into the private lives of Hollywood women. Pretty cool. Kirk Hammett getting out there doing the thing. Not only with the guitar, he can do a bunch of other stuff too.
Right.
This one I thought was fun. 10 best rock and metal songs that don't have a chorus. That's what I said too. I was like, we've seen a lot of lists, but this one's kind of hit me a little different with loudwire.com, guys. I don't know if these are in any kind of order. So, Iron Maiden, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. The Beatles, A Day in the Life. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower. Led Zeppelin, Achilles' Last Stand. Radiohead, Paranoid Android. Metallica, Fade to Black. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Between the Buried and Me, Toes. Opeth, Ghost of Perdition. And that's it. Guys, what songs do you think of that have no choruses that you can think of right off the bat? There's a few of them that I can't think of much, but to be honest with you.
Right, I'm complete getting put on the spot.
Yeah, me too. Like I can't think of much
blank
right off the top of my head.
This is a Family Feud question.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought that was kind of crazy, and there's some like Bohemian Rhapsody, for sure.
It's one thing you would
fit.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
exactly.
even think about it.
Yep.
Fade to Black.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even think about it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Kind of cool. Let us know what songs that don't have choruses that you listen to on the socials. Dark Breath Podcast, Instagram, and Facebook. This is cool, especially for the young skateboarder and me. Tony Hawk joins covers band, performing songs from his video games at Signature Brew gig. Came a complete shock to everyone in attendance when the Birdman not only showed up, but hopped on stage to help the UK group do justice to what Louder Notes is. The very first song to appear on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game, of course, Superman originally kicked off the ska punk band's sophomore LP, 97 Hang-Ups. Once he got to the microphone, Hawk greeted the crowd by asking, "What's up, London? How are you?" Then he shook some fans' hands while patrons cheered him on. He says, "I want to thank you all for coming out, and I want to thank these guys. It's such an honor that there's even a cover band for the songs in our games. I had to join the party. Here we go."
Dude, that song literally just exploded in my head.
Yeah, it happens.
There's
There's a cover band for that original Tony Hawk 1 game.
Dude.
Isn't that just cool?
It wasn't that. You know what?
We all remember that game, guys. You guys remember that game? I do. I know you do.
I was listening to that when we were cleaning out over at the bargain box one day. I was listening to the original.
I remember when that Goldfinger did the video here a while back during the pandemic. I was like, these guys still got it. It sounded great. Did the Superman song. I was like, this is awesome.
Ska is some fun music, dude.
It is fun.
It's really, really fun. I bet you live would be just raucous.
Guys, that's a little bit of news.
Well, we can't take that from all the hip killers.
Yeah.
News.
Yeah, we can't do that. But we can call it duh news. We can call it the news. We can call
news.
It D's nuts news. But that's it. Little quick news, guys. Nothing too crazy this week. Normally I have a little bit of here, there, everywhere. I don't like.
I guess Chad Gray falling off stage. Put it up. But
I didn't see it. That's not to say that it's not out there.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't see the article to put it in my list of articles to go over.
I seen it on fake book.
My fart book. My apologies, guys. News down the drain. Head over to greenbeardgrooming.com, guys. Ryan Trump just had a baby. I'm just about to have a baby. There's babies all summer long. It's the semi-hollow baby movement of the summer of 2022. GreenbeardGrooming.com. War bristle brush, Sequoia beard rakes, compostable beard combs. Yes, they have some mustache wax. Yes, they have some beard oil. Yes, they have some other accessories, but I'm talking about the hardware, guys. Greenbeard Grooming hardware. Get you some. War bristle brush is plucked from the loins of He-Man to take care of all the strays on your facial hair forks. What could be better? I know. A Sequoia beard rake. Compostable beard brush. Maybe a little mustache sapling comb. Get it all. GreenbeardGrooming.com. Hit them up. Ryan Trump. Whatever you buy, a tree gets planted in the National Forest in your name. What could be better? Well, 2 trees planted in the National Forest.
One of the best things about that beard rake is you can rake your beard and then rake your yard.
You can rake your beard, paddle your kids, and then rake the yard.
Because we got that XL, or we got the large.
We got the large. We did not get the XL. The XLs weren't in. They were still being shipped to the man. But
which is awesome, because that, yes, it's big. We make joke that it's big, but it's like we weren't expecting it to be that. But it's beautiful.
It works.
It works really great.
Guys, head over to greenbeardgrooming.com. Get whatever you can. Get whatever you need. All the beard hardware you can muster is on over at greenbeardgrooming.com. Ryan Trump, we love you. And congrats on the little one. Guys, we're going to jump into a little bit of gas.
I guess I can pull the cat out of the bag over there and just run in front of the camera real quick.
As long as you don't take my eye out.
I'll make it quick.
I'm kidding.
I'll make it quick.
35. Cat out of the bag. We know it's a PRS. We even know it's got a natural back. Does it have a whammy bar? We don't know. Does it have... What does it have or what doesn't it have? We have no clue. Actually, Jim does. It's a wonderful PRS single cut.
So you get my arm in there. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a little...
Here's the best part of this whole guitar. Is that close. Front. I don't know if you can get the front of that. It's got the matching headstock, the birds.
Guys, it's the semi-hollow Zack Myers PRS SE. Jimmy's the guy with the PRS now. Boo. I'm kidding. I think the guitar looks great. Feels good in the hands. Needs a setup. Needs new strings. Nothing wrong with it. Then it needs to be played.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
I've got about an hour on it.
That's about it. But looks good. We're jumping down the line on the little PRS Zack Myers SE review. $850. $849 to be exact. Where'd you purchase it from, Jim?
Z-Zounds.
Good old Zounds. Did they have it to you the next day?
Ordered it at 2:30 Friday. Got it at 3:30 on Saturday.
Man, the customer service there, boy, they were grand slams.
Only thing that made me really mad is the outside box was covered in mud. That had to be from the truck.
Happens. Yeah, had to be from loading and handling.
But because it had rained earlier, but it was not raining between like 12 to late at night. There was no rain at all. But other than that, the inside box is perfect. The guitar is perfect. No dings, dents, no whips, no wiggles. Great. Great, beautiful guitar. The pictures don't do this guitar justice. Gorgeous. And it's the #1 selling PRS guitar on the planet. It's great. And if you don't know who Zack Myers is, it's one of the guitarists for Shinedown. Weren't they? They were voted the #1 rock group in USA.
I'm not sure. That I don't know. Guys, Paul Reed Smith, S.E. Zack Myers. In Myers Blue. Matching headstock. The one thing I like about these Reptile bridges from PRS, they have those brass intonation saddles.
Yeah.
You know where that comes from, right?
Telly.
That's Telly influenced and inspired because Paul likes brass saddles.
Yep.
I love a lot of the Paul Reed Smith stuff under the fact that it's like an amalgamation of Fender stuff, an amalgamation of Gibson stuff, and then a mixture of both, and then just like take bits and pieces of it and made a PRS.
And that's like when I
can get it.
That's why I sent you. It's like it kind of has a Telly-ish vibe. Ish. Kind of has a Telly-ish vibe. It doesn't play like a Telly, but I mean,
No.
there's little aspects like if you put that middle selector, you can get Telly vibes really well out of it too.
It says the S.E. Zack Myers is packed with features that will satisfy even the most demanding musicians. Featuring a chamber mahogany body with maple cap, flame maple veneer, a single F-hole, the S.E. Zack Myers provides smooth mid-range tones with natural resonant internal reverb. The resonance of the semi-hollow paired with the smooth feel of the set and finished neck will make an immediate impression on your hands. Additional appointments of the PRS Zack Myers include 22 fret, 24.5-inch scale neck length, adjustable stop tail, vintage style tuners, PRS Design 245S pickups, paired with 2 volume, 2 tone controls, 3-way toggle switch, high end clarity in the pickups, low end power, and an overall aggressive punch that maintains a certain sweetness. Zack Myers, lead guitarist of the multi-platinum band Shinedown, picked up a PRS Custom 22 at the age of 15 and announced his first SE signature model in 2010. As a guitarist who had rocked PRS on stage and tech for over several PRS bands, Myers has an intimate understanding of how a guitar should feel and what the building quality should be. Those details have again created an eye-popping player's guitar that can take a beating. When I was younger, I always wanted a private stock guitar, but I couldn't afford one. When I told Paul the S.E. Zack Myers reminded me of that, he laughed, but also slightly agreed. The goal of the PRS S.E. Zack Myers has always been to make a guitar that stood out in the long line of amazing affordable guitars of the SE series. The appointments we selected for the guitar, I feel like, make it one of the best guitars on the market right now. No matter the price point, even though this guitar is priced for everyone to afford, I hope players of all styles and level enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely enjoy it. So far. Especially
Comes with a gig bag.
Yep.
But I told Jim, I said, it better come with a damn gig bag at $850. Mofos. But
I bought a lot of guitars.
That's not dissing. Well, then I would have said it with that guitar too. The son of a bitch should have came with a gig bag.
Yeah.
I would have. I said it with that Mariposa, and it was $600.
Yeah. There's a lot that don't come with it.
And they're skimping you. And I would have said the same damn thing, you know.
But I also have the gig bag at home, so I have that world tour.
Other cases.
Yeah, I have the world tour double gig bag.
It's
So.
just when you, I just think it makes things more enticing.
Especially if it says the brand of the guitar that you bought.
It's just not some plain Jane cookie cutter one.
It's a nice
A
one.
little bit of extra to it. Yes, they're a nice bag.
It's a nice bag.
They're not slouches.
I like it has the little
In the case
little thumb holders on the thing. I don't know. That's what I call it. It's great.
Looking at them on Sweetwater right now, ranging from 7 pounds 2 ounces to 6 pounds 14 ounces to 7 pounds 4 ounces. Have you played this thing out of an amplifier?
Oh yeah. Oh, I had my PV Bandit blasted. Yes. Sounds fantastic.
Okay, so where we're sitting right now in Gear Acquisition Center, episode 70, Monumental PRS episode. Where does it sit for you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Looks 10, feel 10, sound. The clarity on the cleans was, because being a metal player, yes, I love to play cleans, but a lot of times when you're down tuned, and it depends on the pickups you have, it's a little, it's not muddy, but it's got bass, a little bit too bassy. Some beautiful clean tones out of it, and great.
Are you selling your gains?
The Z is gone.
Are there stuff that's on the chopping block for more PRSs?
Possibly, because that green, I want that green one really bad.
It's happening. I knew it would happen.
Well, okay. I know.
I wouldn't say the bug bit him. I'd say the bird bit him.
Well, it's like you can go through and look at like I'm back, Dean. I'm back, and then just all this stuff with Dean and just everything. It's like if I'm gonna get Dean, I want to get 2008 and before used.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with what they got now because that Dean Z is great. It's just I'm kind of shying away from that V-neck.
Gotcha.
Which I'm never getting rid of my lightning bolt dime. It's got the V-neck on it, but that's a whole different ball game. But like the older I get, I want something that it's easier to play.
Zack Myers SE PRS number 4 in the semi-hollow range on Reverb.com. That tells you anything. There's 71 options, $649. Lowest price one at $649, obviously, and it's going to be the Trappist Greens.
See, that's one I wouldn't mind finding too because it'll have the same specs for the most part.
I think the pickups are a little different.
Yeah, pickups are different.
I think the pickups are going to be different, but for the most part, it's going to be the same thing.
Only thing
2018 PRS SE Zack Myers Trappist Green, $649, $699, and then it gets into the blue ones. Used in B stock, 770, 764. You can get one from Spain with $130 shipping on it if you're feeling froggy. Nothing wrong with them.
No, nothing.
Seems like they're pretty consistent across the board. The Trappist Green does not have the matching headstock. It does have the same kind of tuners though, but they're like the mint green.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Because, like I was telling him, it's hard to find the 22 fret. You know, there are a lot of PRS that are 22 frets, but they're like few and far between. And this one, I mean, even though it's 24 and a half inch scale, I mean, you really don't notice.
Best-selling semi-hollows, Gibson ES335 Dot, 2020 to present. 2 Episode Casino. 3 Dan Electro 59M 12-string. 4 PRS SE Zack Myers. 5 Classic Vibe Starcaster.
That Starcaster would be awesome with the F-holes.
Yeah, the real like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I'm not saying yours isn't real.
No, but it's
like higher gain version.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the F-holes in it, but it is hollow body, fully chambered hollow body.
So far, so good, guys. We'll let you know what Jim's thoughts are on the PRS SE Zack Myers next week. We'll follow up ski.
Well, put 10 to 46. I think I'm gonna go 10 to 46.
Just give it a whirl first.
Well, yeah. Well,
you can always change it up.
Well, I don't foresee this thing going any lower than a C sharp and staying in tune with the rat tail piece and just with the shorter scale, especially with the shorter scale.
You're not gonna have the tension is not gonna be your buddy on that.
Which 24 and it's going 0.25. You wouldn't think that would cause anything, but I guarantee you, if I would go to C, drop C, it'd probably stay in drop C. But anything lower than that, there's no way. Yeah. And I don't foresee me getting 10 to 52s, which I probably could put 10 to 52s on there. But this guitar would sound great in the C sharp to drop D range. That's probably where I'd keep it. But overall, everything that I see from it, that I feel, that I hear, the quality, just everything, it's a 10, dude. 100%.
That's good.
It is an Epiphone killer.
I always like it when people can find something that they can really get behind and be like, finally. It's nice to see that.
Especially since I've been clamoring for a Les Paul, and I found one with the Wild Audio, but like I love my Wild Audio. Don't get me wrong, but I'm falling out of love with the natural. You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful. It's just I want the silver and black. That's what I want. That's what I really, really want.
Guys, silver and black. About like mine, not hair.
Yeah.
Guys, we're not talking about that. We're talking about beard. And yes, talking about the one and only Mean Beard. Mean Beard Company, guys. Promo code GPD15 at checkout. Save yourself some dough. Big release. August 1st. Tomorrow. On sale. Mean Beard Whip Lime.
Ooh.
It's what I said, guys. Let's see here. If we can find something on the thing. But guys, Mean Beard Whip Lime Scent. Dropping August 1st. If you're listening to this now, the giveaway on meanbeard.com is gone. But I'm telling you, August 1st, Mean Beard Lime. I don't know anything else about it. I just know it's in a green can. Green stickered can. Let's see here. But yes, Mean Beard, the whip, the balms, the oils, whatever you got, Mean Beard has it. Mean Beard has some of the best beard care products out there on the market today. Big, small, one and all. Proven by champions, backed by science. It's not the beard, it's the attitude, guys. Meanbeard.com, promo code GPD15. And save that time and do it tomorrow on August 1st for the unveiling of the wonderful Mean Beard Lime. I am excited. I'm gonna message Joe actually and be like, hey, might as well just come back on the show and let's talk about this whip.
Yeah.
My internet connection's better, I promise. Yeah. I've had Zoom calls with people in Canada and Argentina, and nothing has happened. So I promise. I think I'm okay.
We don't want
I think I'm okay this time. And we've had multiple Zooms since then, and we've been fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I think everything is fixed. We're gonna bring on Joe. We're bringing Joe back. We got to. This lime stuff is just too much. Too much to handle.
And we gotta get Pat on.
Excitement. Yes, we need him back too. We need to do a beard panel. Mean Beard of the Week, guys. Do I have one? No.
I do.
Good.
And it's another one of those random dudes. So I go eat at Norfolk Cafe yesterday, and normally, as Josh knows too, a lot of times when we go in, mine's not as long as it was, but we normally have the biggest beards in the building.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Normally.
You know, some people have low crops and everything, but normally we run the roost.
Yeah.
If we're singular.
We're in the, yeah.
So I'm sitting in there, in comes this old dude down to his chest, this other dude a little bit farther past his, down on his belly, and I just look, I'm like, oh, I'm crushed. And I go outside, and I was like, yeah, they're making fun of me right now, because normally I run the roost with the beards, and you guys are making me look bad. So shout out to the two dudes that I seen at Norfolk Cafe yesterday.
Letting it hit with them beards.
The salt and pepper and black. He would have, the black one.
Hey guys.
Just an inch bigger.
Don't let the salt and pepper fool you.
Nah.
I'll fight you.
Yeah. That guy, his would have been just a little bit longer than yours.
Guys, we've got a light and breezy episode this week. We've got a small main event, but I also want to say we've got a secondary main event. We've got a wonderful chat with the awesome, my newest inspiration, Doug Knight, creator of the Chiasm comic, owner of Crosseye Comics, newest member of the Lesser Known Comics family, Mr. Doug Knight. Hailing all the way from Canada, legally blind, makes some rad comics. We're going to run through this quiz, we're going to end this thing, and guys, I will let the whole interview play in its entirety on a next feed. So just go scroll right on down, because right after this will be an interview with Doug Knight. All you got to do is it's another episode, babes. We're keeping it light and breezy. But that's my gift to you. Little different, but I think we need to change it up some.
Yeah.
So, we got a light and breezy show. Stay tuned. The Doug Knight interview. Just scroll on down. The next one down. Episode. I don't even know if we're gonna label it as an episode number. It's just gonna say Special Edition Doug Knight or something like that. but it's going to be there. But let's jump in. We're at 50 minutes here. I don't know if you guys can see the screen too well, but we're going to roll with it. Another Reverb quiz. It's 14 questions. Can you name these guitars by their guitar? Part 2.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm scooting this just a little over here so you can kind of see, because I can see here on the iPad and you can still see on the screen. We have some sort of monster guitar, ESP looking thing. Tape on the hand. It says Dracula. We have some choices. John 5, Kerry King, James Hetfield, Kirk Hammett. Hammett. Correct. I think some of these are going to be softballs.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Les Paul melody maker. Joan Jett, Billy Joe Armstrong, Lita Ford, Avril Lavigne.
Joan.
Jazz Master, Thurston Moore, Kurt Cobain, Jay Mascis, Elvis Costello.
Ooh. That one I'm gonna have to wing this one.
I'm going with Jay Mascis.
I'm with you.
This could be rock.
I'm gonna ride into the desert with you on this one.
Man.
Oh, hey!
Hey. Okay. Telecaster with a humbucker in the neck. Robbie Robertson, Bruce Springsteen, Merle Haggard, Vince Gill. Ooh.
Definitely not Hag. Well, maybe. I'm trying to think of
No,
it.
Merle Haggard has that. Is that the Waylon Jennings telling?
Yeah, we know it's not Gil.
It's not Bruce.
So we'll go A.
Robbie Robertson. Let's do it.
Boom! I was trying to think. It's like clothes-wise.
Trying to weed this out. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to guess. Surprised his beard's not. I'm surprised his beard's not.
Just do it.
Hey, there's at least a couple that have been a little ish.
Without the guitar, just show us the hand. The one. All you have to do is show us one hand, and we already know.
Supro, a big old Supro Jack White looking thing with a Bigsby on it. Jack White, Dan Auerbach, Beck, Richard Fortas. Auerbach.
I'll ride into the desert with you.
Hey!
Yeah.
Rickenbacker. I don't know the names of the Rickenbacker. I don't know, guys. You guys can see that on the screen there. John Lennon, Tom Petty, The Edge, Peter Buck. This is where it might get a little dicey.
This one's hairy. Okay, it's playing chords. It's got over the top thumb action.
The Edge.
Looks like his foot's on a foot pedal, so yeah, we'll roll with it.
It wasn't as bad as we're gonna miss one, and then people that actually watch will be like, "Oh my gosh, these guys."
That's not Petty. No, that's not Petty.
Is it?
Because Petty kills.
He does play those kind of guitars, though.
And he plays a lot of chords.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go Petty. Screw it.
I really think it's the Edge.
Okay, go Edge.
No.
Go Edge.
It was Peter Buck.
Oh, well.
We're wrong.
We're wrong.
Everybody's who knew Peter Buck's like, it's Peter fucking Buck!
Damn it! Jesus, just get it.
John Petrucci?
Just get it. Ooh.
Big old hollow body Gibson. Looks like a woman.
and we can't see the color, so...
it's either Maybelle Carter or Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and I'm going with Maybelle because Sister Rosetta played that white SG.
Alright.
Oh, it was Sister Rosetta.
It was Sister?
It was Sister Rosetta. That's me. I'm the one. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know if that's a wah wah moment. I think that's just a moment of ignorance.
Right? He has a blue. He does have a red one.
So does John Lee. You picked this time because I obviously have screwed us.
Alright, well, okay, so if you go by the guitar, but I'm also looking at the hands and the proportion of the body.
Mm-hmm.
As far as himself, we'll go with John.
You want to go? You want to? Okay.
Which,
Day, we've redeemed ourselves.
because I know BB back in the day, like way in the 50s, was a smaller dude.
Frank Zappa, Carlos Santana, Angus Young, Robbie Krieger. There's some inlays on this guitar.
Yeah, Angus doesn't have those
Angus
type of-
doesn't have any of that.
And there's no schoolboy outfit, so we can mark him off. I could see Santana with something like that, because he's spiritual, and
That or Zappa. I can see Zappa doing that all day.
I'm leaving this one up to you.
Oh no. No.
Because I don't know. It's like I don't know when. I don't know how long.
Zappa.
It was Zappa. I was gonna say it's like I don't know how long ago Santana turned to.
Can you guess this one? Frusciante, Ramon, Hendrix, or Gilmore?
Well, that one's a black guitar. Probably one of the most famous guitars that has ever been lived of any Fender ever. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a new one. Reverend, shorter scale, triple pickup, Billy Corgan, Kid Rock, Jason Isbell, Thurston Moore.
I was thinking he's looking a little pasty.
I know who it is.
Is it Corgan?
Yes. I would hope so. I think so, because I think that's his signature guitar.
I was gonna say, that's why I said it's like his hands look a little pasty. You know what's funny is everybody's probably getting it by the guitar, but I'm getting it by the body and the hands.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this last one. Just a Les Paul. Josh Homme, Kevin Parker, Johnny Greenwood, Robert Fripp.
I don't know if Homme would wear that clothes.
I think he might wear like a jacket like that, but Kevin Parker, I don't know. I honestly don't know on this one.
We'll wing this one. We're going in the depths of hell.
Johnny Greenwood.
Okay.
I put Robert Fripp. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a couple we didn't know.
We don't know everybody.
We don't know everybody. But we knew a few of them.
I mean, it took what, 3 seconds? It took one glance with Billy Gibbons, and then the dime bag. It's like, come on,
David Gilmour's Come On.
That was
There's
easy.
a few of them that were easy schmeezies.
I got Billy Corgan because of his hands. It's ridiculous.
78%. Click here to take part. Here's the first iteration of this quiz.
I was gonna say we're not even at an hour yet. We got time. We got time.
We normally run an hour and a half, but with our special edition episode, we'll have a little bit more content come out. So let's check this last bit of quiz. Can you name these guitars by their guitar part 1? We did part 2 just now.
EVH. Easy.
I think so, like we said last time. Some of these are going to be clunkers. That's not saying Eddie Van Halen's a clunker. I'm just saying these questions.
Yeah.
Easy. Does that give it away? Trey Anastasio, Nancy Wilson, Nikki Betts, Jerry Garcia.
Okay. The
Oh man.
is that
Is
Lucille?
is it Chuck or is it BB?
Is that Lucille?
I don't know.
Wait, is that leg popping up like that?
That's what I'm seeing
'Cause
too.
that
If
would
leg's
be a
going,
Chuck.
That's straight Chuck. It's Chuck.
Yeah. Don't touch my.
Oh!
Yeah, so you had to throw it
I
in
had
there.
to throw it in there. I think this one's pretty easy. Left-handed, crosses on an SG.
Cross on the.
I mean,
Look at the hands placed. You know what this one is.
you know that one.
That's Mr. Iomi.
Ooh. Some sort of Gibson or Epiphone with a humbucker, not a humbucker, but a single coil pickup in it. John Lennon, Roy Orbison, Paul McCartney, George Harrison. They give you 3 of the fucking 4 Beatles here.
I don't think that's
It's
Roy.
not Paul McCartney, and it's not Roy.
Let's go Lennon.
Day. Ooh. Jazz Master. Nice clothes. Thurston Moore, Elvis Costello, Jay Maskins, Stephen Malkmus.
Oh dear.
It's either it's the first 2. It's gotta be.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Thurston. Elvis Costello.
Alright, that works.
Ooh, a Les Paul recording guitar? This is one of those Les Pauls that have those, like, effects and stuff in them.
Huh.
Look at the striped shirt. It's kind of skinny. That's Les Paul. It's Les Paul or Chet, but Chet would probably have a Gretsch.
Alright, into the flames. Bam!
Ooh. Butterscotch natural version of a Tilly.
I'm gonna go petty. Ugh.
Bruce Springsteen.
Is that his? Oh, that was close.
Slide, natural strat. Bonnie Raitt, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Sheryl Crow. I'm going Bonnie.
I'll ride with you.
Hey,
We know for sure it wasn't Steve.
I know this one. Live if you want to live. It's about Marley, though.
One love.
Cool Les Paul he got.
Ooh.
Annie Clark, Carrie Branstein, Beck, Dan Auerbach, and that is a Wildcat, a Harmony Wildcat.
And what are they wearing?
It's a girl. She's wearing something weird. I'm going with Annie Clark.
I'll ride with you. Damn.
If you don't know this one, you might as well pull the trigger.
You might as well get on the road again.
Ooh.
Question: is that the most famous guitar of all time, Trigger? Trigger's almost more famous than Willie is.
Almost.
It's Lucille or it's probably Lucille, EVH or
David Gilmour's. Any one of the big dogs.
yeah.
This one here looks like a woman. I'm going with Brittany Howard.
Damn.
I think that's that with that girl from Alabama Shakes. You heard of them?
It's a pretty color.
Yeah. Softball.
Huh.
Who are we arming the homeless with? Are you arming it with Omar Rodriguez Lopez? No, because he does Mariposa. We're not doing Frusciante. They ain't doing Dave Murray. Ooh. Big old hollow body Gibson. Wes Montgomery, John Schofield, Pat Metheny, George Benson. Is this an Ibanez or is this a Gibson?
That's
Is it a Gibby or an Abananasa?
because those art cores are beautiful.
I know, I had an early white one time.
I can't see. they cut out the headstock.
They did too.
And I'm looking at the inlays, and it's got the full.
Part of me wants to hit George Benson, but there's heavy hitters here too with Wes Montgomery, Pat Metheny, and John Scofield.
Oh man,
People are probably killing us for not knowing this.
I'm floating down the toilet on a turd on this one.
Wes Montgomery or George Benson?
We'll go Benson.
Hey!
We'll get it.
We got it. Your results. 86.
We'll take that.
We will take it. We're taking it to the bank, y'all.
70 on the first one, 87. Guess what? That's still passing.
Guys, next week we'll jump into some more Reverb quizzes if I can find them. I think those have been kind of fun.
I love these.
I think they've been kind of cool. Probably everybody's already taken them on on their own. This has been out for a while. These aren't new, but I do think they're fun.
Oh, yes.
I do think they're really fun. So, guys, that's it. Hour and 6 minutes. Not too much less than what we normally do.
Yeah.
In reality.
Squeaky clean, easy peasy.
Squeaky clean, easy peasy. Jim debuts a PRS Zack Myers SE model. Jim, what are you doing? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do not hate PRS guitars. I just didn't have a good experience with my first one. And that's not a hate. That's just like what we said with anything. Shit happens.
And plus they didn't have the ML I wanted. So what can I do?
What can I do?
They discontinue my ML. They don't have it. And wait. Speaking of Dean, they just got some more Far Beyond driven dime models in. What's going on here, people?
Who knows, man? I really hope
this might be the last. This
might be the last of their stock.
Last of their stock coming over from China.
I just don't want to see him go back to Dean. After all this,
it's done.
I don't want to see him do it.
I want to see Zakk Wylde unveil the new, like I said last week, I want to see Zakk Wylde unveil the new dime guitar from whatever company it is on this Pantera tribute tour.
I can deal with it.
It's fitting.
Whether it be, and I know you probably don't like this, whether it be, God forbid, his own company, or whether it be under the Wild Audio brand, I hope that there's some sort of new dime guitar. Or even if under the Wild Audio brand they just consider it a tribute to it. Like, hey, this is our tribute to him. More stuff's coming later. It's not a concrete thing. Kind of like what pedal companies do with guys.
Yeah.
Like J Rocket did with the El Hombre. It's not a Billy Gibbons pedal. It's a tribute to the man. You see what I'm saying?
Because Zakk Wylde's paid homage to. He's never done a dime guitar, but he's done the Tony Iommi and he's done the Tony Iommi and the Randy Rhoads mashup guitar. So it's the split tail, the one that's got the V and then the SG.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? But I hope that happens.
I can see something like that happening. I don't know where. I don't know if, like you said, if it's his own company, I think it's great. If it's under Wild Audio brand, I think it's great. Just don't go back to Dean.
I think what Gibson's doing right now, that'd be the home run.
That would be the one that makes everybody go, damn, but that would be crazy. Zach's not on Gibson, but then they get Dime, and they're best friend.
Well, Zach still loves Gibson. He still has a partnership with Gibson. It's just he wanted his own company.
He wanted them
and there's no wrong with that.
Do his own thing.
And Zach still has all his Les Pauls. I mean, he still plays an Epiphone acoustic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had that Epiphone acoustic forever. That's what he plays. So it's not that. And just like Marshall, he still loves Marshall. Just I don't know.
There's something to be said about striking out on your own and doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just like with what Dime may or may not do, or with what they may, whatever they do. I hope they do it right. We can speculate till the damn cows come home. We don't know.
Just please come out with some. Whenever the Dime brand is remade, please come out with some hardtails.
Just make the QC good and make it come out and be consistent and good product, and not laughable like the pedals were.
Yeah. Minus the wall. The wall is great.
Yeah, not laughable like the distortion pedal was.
It's the worst pedal of all. It's still a Porter's, by the way.
I don't know. I've never played it, but I've heard nothing but bad things.
There's nothing good about it. The only thing that's good about it is that it has his face on it.
It's camo because you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's the tone you can't see.
It's
a bad stain on the old Dimebag legacy.
It's like a big turd farting through your pedal or farting through your amp.
The original fart pedal, guys.
Yeah.
You happen to learn anything on this episode?
Definitely by accident.
Episode 70 in the can. Guys, scroll down on the feed. Get in on the Doug Knight interview with Crosseye Comics, Legally Blind. Chiasm, Kickstarter, up now. Head over to Kickstarter.com and find that. Chiasm number 0. Or Chiasm. Oh my gosh, Chiasm. I've been your host, Josh Jones.
I've been your co-host, Jim Steger. Stay cool this week, people.
Drink lots of water. Later.
Apples. Bang.